Midnight Society has issued a final statement on the high-risk, high-reward gameplay that Deadrop has promised. Since the beginning, this has been a hot topic in the community for months now, and the TLDR is you will not be able to lose skins or cosmetics that you purchase with real-life money. There's a whole DevCom section about this. Let's talk about it and break it down. So for those of you who don't know, if you're not a variant, you might not know this, there is a new DevCom section of the Midnight Society Discord. If you are a variant, you have access to this. It's not like super secret. It's just kind of pointed at the variants who've invested a lot of time and some money too, buying a variant into Deadrop and Midnight Society. And this is where the devs are communicating the next steps forward for Deadrop. There's currently two things in here from the past week or so. There's a bit about contracts in here, which are basically Deadrop's version of objectives or quests or missions. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but if you want to read into it, it is there. I mean, it's really no surprise that Deadrop will have contracts and objectives and missions and so on. That's been established. The big thing here was posted by Plutologist today, March 29th, and there's a pretty long multiple paragraph breakdown here. But in general, again, this has been a hot topic. You will not be able to lose weapon skins that you purchase with real money through gameplay. So this has been a concept for a long time. People have talked about, you know, the original concept of Deadrop when it was conceptualized is that you could take things in, high risk, high reward, and lose them. And that meant virtually anything. The game would also have a marketplace. The game still does have a marketplace, more on that in this video. But they've kind of taken this hybrid approach, which is laid out by Pluto here. So in general, this is my interpretation. I'm not going to read you this word for word, okay? You don't want to sit here and listen to me for 20 minutes, read this word for word. You'll be able to purchase a weapon mold. When you buy a skin, you're going to get a weapon mold. And through that weapon mold, you can, of course, generate multiple... you get to keep that weapon mold forever. So if you apply that, you know, you mold your weapon out of that weapon mold, basically. Probably a lot of people will compare this to like a Call of Duty blueprint or whatever. And let's just use the Pliskin assault rifle skin, for example. You have that weapon mold, then that means you can, if you take your Pliskin skinned assault rifle into the tower and you lose it, you can just create a new one through the mold system because you permanently have unlocked that mold on your account. Now, something that's not exactly covered here is what is the cost of molding another one. And they could all have different costs, and that's where the economy is really going to come into play. Obviously, if they're too easy to mold, you're going to be able to generate a lot of them, and that's going to drive down the value of those actual weapons, those skinned weapons when you find them. But if they cost more to mold, those are going to be higher value. And when I say cost, understand that I don't necessarily mean monetary. It's probably going to be a system, again, it's not laid out here, where through your gameplay, whether it costs dust or whether you have to extract certain items or components from your raids to, you know, whatever that cost may be. I'm not saying it's going to be monetary. But you can, even if you take that skin in and you lose it, you still got that mold. You can generate another one. It's not lost to you forever. You don't lose access to it. So to be clear, you still can lose that particular molded weapon that you took in with you. So if you took in that molded Pliskin assault rifle and you die and somebody else takes it, yep, they did take that. But again, you have the mold, so you can generate another one if you have the resources, whatever they may be, to generate another one, so you still have access to the skin. So notice that they also say purchase with real money. This doesn't necessarily mean that skins that you find in the game world will use the same system. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but this is specifically through things that you purchase with real money. And again, we don't know here, what does that real world money mean? Does that mean that you purchased it with cash? You know, we still don't know the Web 2 versus Web 3 thing. That's not laid out here. We're going to get into the marketplace in a bit, but just saying. So speaking of the marketplace, that's where this comes in. So, you know, a lot of people are familiar with the Counter-Strike marketplace. you're going to be able to sell your weapon molds on the marketplace. If, for example, you get one better, you buy one that you like more. Let's say you've been using a particular weapon mold for sniper rifle skins or whatever, but a new one comes out 2 seasons later or whatever you really like, you can sell your old one on the marketplace to another player. And there's multiple huge advantages with this marketplace idea, multiple. So, first of all, again, if you have a mold that you don't want to use anymore, you can actually get a return on investment on that as a player, which is awesome. It also gets rid of FOMO, which is awesome, right? Like, so many games do this. They roll out a new skin. You're like, this is the coolest skin in the game right now. I'm buying this. But then if you miss that time period, let's say you were short on money, you weren't playing the game then, you couldn't play the game then because you were on vacation, you're permanently locked out of that skin, right? Like you missed it. Well, with the marketplace, you might not even be playing Deadrop when that skin comes out. You might not play it for 2 years, but then you discover, because you saw some other player with it, wow, look at this really cool skin with, snake skin on it or whatever, like the Pliskin skin. I want that, but it's not available in the shop anymore. It was a one-time deal or it was from a one-time event. Well, you can buy it from another player on the marketplace. So you're never ever really locked out of anything. It's just going to be a supply and demand system. And again, it also gets rid of that FOMO of you have to get this skin right now, this moment. And again, through the marketplace, I'm filling in a blank here. I imagine every time something is sold on that marketplace, Midnight Society is going to get a cut of that, so they generate money themselves, revenue for the game, for the studio, to pay their employees, to reinvest in Deadrop and all that stuff. It's really a good, solid system that most games have not utilized, Counter-Strike being one of the only real examples of it, and we all know how successful that's been. So that's the long and the short of it, guys. I think most of the community is cheering over this. I'm not going to share my opinion. I've been talking about it on stream at twitch.tv/MayorReynolds if you want to chat about it. But I think the community, by and large, will be happy with this decision. Again, there's a lot of things here still to be worked out. Again, how much resource is it going to cost to generate those skins through the weapon molds? How is the marketplace going to function? Web 2 elements, Web 3 elements. Will you be able to pay or be paid on that marketplace? And what is it? Is it USD? Is it, Ethereum? Is it some in-game currency? Like all this, the Counter-Strike marketplace, for example, you're not getting cash really. You're getting that Steam credit. That when you purchase a game on there, you're not really paying cash. You're paying like a Steam wallet or whatever. And it could be all the above. Midnight Society could use all the above, or a couple of those things, or a variety of other things as well, right? A lot of details here still to be worked out, but I'm really glad that Midnight Society is obviously moving forward. This DevComs channel so far, it's only been in use for a week or two, but it's clear that the studio is truly doing what they say, and they're making decisions. They're moving forward, and this project is moving towards that early access release for all platforms later this year. And things are really trucking. They're getting outside of that conceptual phase now and moving towards commitments. I think that's really exciting for the player base, for those of us who've been following the game. It's probably really exciting for the studio to really be, nailing down these details. And again, I'm very bullish on the future of this game. I can't. I said it on Twitter today. This game has the X factor. Whatever it is, it's so exciting. It brings passion out. And this has been a wild journey so far, and I can't wait for the next step, whatever it is, and to play tomorrow. By the way, we are beginning production on our next live-action Deadrop short film a week from today. If you want to support it, jump over to our Patreon page, and you'll get special behind-the-scenes looks over there. I'll also be posting behind-the-scenes stuff other places, but there'll be some stuff that's exclusive to patrons. So thank you to those of you who've been supporting us so far, and I can't wait to show you guys what we're working on, because I believe it's gonna be amazing, and everybody's support of the first Midnight was incredible, and I can't wait to show you this new avenue of story that we're taking in the existence, and we're injecting some color of our own into the existence. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Mayor Reynolds, out.